Today, we're diving into one of the most incredible connections in the human body, the link between your gut and your brain. And believe me, it's so much more powerful than you might think. What's happening in your digestive system right now could be shaping your mood, your thoughts, and even your decisions.
You know that phrase, right? I just had a gut feeling about it. We say it all the time. But what if that's not just a metaphor? What if that feeling is literally, physically real? And it's coming from a bustling world of tiny organisms living inside of you.
So yeah, that gut feeling, it's not just in your head. It's actually rooted in the science of this hidden world inside your digestive system. It's called the gut microbiome, and what researchers are finding out is that it can directly influence your thoughts, your mood, and the choices you make every single day.
We are talking trillions with a T. This isn't just a few stray germs. It is a massive, complex community of bacteria, viruses, and fungi calling your gut home. And here's the wild part. This community is as unique to you as your fingerprint, and it plays a huge role in everything from how you digest your food to how you're feeling at this very moment. So, let's get properly introduced to this world inside you. We're going to explore what the gut microbiome actually is and why understanding it is absolutely crucial for your overall health.
Okay, so what is the gut microbiome? Well, it's more than just the microbes themselves. It's the whole shebang. It includes all those tiny life forms, we call that the microbiota, plus all of their genes. Think of it like this. It's not just the residents of a city. It's the residents and the entire city they've built.
And that distinction is actually really important. People mix these terms up all the time, but the comparison is simple. The microbiota are the players on a team. That's the who. The microbiota is the entire team plus their whole playbook. It's the who and what they can do. And that playbook, that's where all the magic happens.
And get ready for this, because the scale here is just staggering. Your own human genome, the blueprint for you, has about 23,000 genes. But your gut microbiome, it packs over 3 million genes. That is an insane amount of genetic horsepower, and it lets this internal community do all sorts of things our own cells just can't.
So, who are these key players? Well, they fall into a few major groups. You've got the firmicutes, which are great at breaking down fats and carbs. Then there are the bacteroides, the absolute pros at digesting fiber from plants. Actinobacteria are key for your immune system. And then you have proteobacteria, which is kind of a mixed bag of good guys and potential troublemakers. You don't need to memorize the names. The main takeaway is that a healthy gut has a diverse mix of all these different teams working together in harmony. Okay, so we've established there's this massive, powerful community in our gut. But how in the world does it actually talk to our brain? Well, it all happens through what scientists call the gut-brain axis. Think of it as a superhighway of information constantly flowing between your two brains.
Now, this superhighway has 3 main lanes. First, there's the vagus nerve. This is a direct physical wire, like a fiber optic cable zapping signals between the gut and brain at lightning speed. The second lane is your immune system. Your gut microbes actually train your immune cells, which then act like messengers, releasing signals that can influence the brain. And third, your gut microbes are little chemical factories producing hormones and neurotransmitters that just hop into your bloodstream and travel right up to your brain.
And here's a perfect example of that. You've probably heard of serotonin, the feel-good chemical, right? Well, get this. A huge chunk of it is actually made in your gut. Now, the serotonin made down there doesn't cross directly into the brain, but it plays a huge role in mood by activating that vagus nerve, that superhighway, and sending powerful all-is-well signals right up to your brain. So, let's get to the bottom line. Why does all this communication matter? This is where it gets really personal. This constant chatter between your gut and your brain directly shapes how you feel, how you handle stress, and yeah, the choices you make every single day.
Just think about it. When your gut bacteria are out of whack, studies link that to feelings of anxiety and sadness. But when your gut is healthy and happy, it actually helps you regulate stress hormones, making you more resilient. A diverse microbiome is also tied to better memory and focus. And you know that feeling of brain fog where it's just hard to think clearly? That can often be a direct result of inflammation that starts in an unhealthy gut.
So how does a healthy gut have such a huge impact? Well, one of its secret weapons is a set of compounds called short-chain fatty acids, or SCFAs for short. When all those good bacteria in your gut munch on the fiber you eat, they produce these SCFAs as a reward.
And these little guys are a very big deal. Why? Because unlike a lot of other things, SCFAs can actually get past the brain's high-level security system.
the blood-brain barrier. They get right in there, where they are super important for brain health. They help reduce inflammation and keep your nerve cells in top shape, which directly helps your mind work well.
So all of this leads to a pretty powerful idea. If we want our minds to be at their best, we need to take care of this inner world. And the best part is, you're the one in the driver's seat. Let's talk about some simple, powerful steps you can take.
First things first, you gotta feed your good gut buddies, and their absolute favorite food is fiber. It's the part of plants that your body can't digest, but for your microbes, it's a gourmet meal. Think of it as fertilizer for your internal garden. You can find it everywhere in things like lentils, chickpeas, oats, fruits, and veggies.
Next up, let's bring in some reinforcements. I'm talking about fermented foods. These are foods packed with beneficial microbes. And the reason they're so great is that they deliver live, helpful bacteria, we call them probiotics, directly to your gut. It's like sending in fresh troops for your microbial army. Yogurt, kefir, kimchi, and sauerkraut are all fantastic options.
Now, just as important as what you add is what you might want to limit. Heavily processed foods often have additives that can throw your gut bacteria off balance. And sugary snacks and drinks, they tend to feed the troublemakers in your gut. Some studies are also showing that certain artificial sweeteners can have a negative effect too.
And finally, it is not just about food. Your whole lifestyle plays a role. Regular exercise can actually increase the diversity of your microbes. Getting enough sleep is huge because your gut has its own daily rhythm. And since we know stress can directly harm your gut bacteria, finding ways to manage it is key for both your mind and your microbes. It's all connected.
So, here's the bottom line. There is a constant conversation happening between your gut and your brain, influencing your mood, your stress, and your decisions. The real question is, what are you saying back? Every choice you make every single day as a message you send to that inner world. Are you giving it what it needs to help you thrive?